The weight of sacrifice and the price of kindness. We often pour our hearts into the people we cherish, offering them our time, love, and energy to show how deeply we care. Yet, sometimes those very people exploit our kindness for their own selfish gain. They may appear warm and attentive when they need something, but once they've satisfied their desires, they disappear as swiftly as a bird taking flight. This pattern of betrayal leaves us questioning, how do we regain control? Today, let's delve into 9 essential principles of relationships inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. By understanding and avoiding these missteps, we can foster healthier connections, empower ourselves, and pave the way for authentic happiness. If your relationships feel strained or unbalanced, sit back, clear your mind, and join us on this enlightening journey. Let's explore how we can reshape our lives and relationships for the better. 1. Don't reshape your life to fit others. Imagine you're assembling a puzzle, only to realize the pieces don't fit, no matter how hard you try. Frustration mounts, and soon you're left feeling lost and defeated. This is what it's like when you twist and contort yourself to fit someone else's expectations. As Seneca wisely said, everywhere means nowhere. By trying to do too much or to please everyone, you dilute your own essence and lose sight of who you are. Instead of striving to blend in like a chameleon, dare to stand out like a star blazing in the night sky. For example, consider Emma, an aspiring artist who abandoned her creative dreams to meet the rigid demands of her partner. Over time, she grew resentful, feeling like a shadow of her former self. It wasn't until she reclaimed her identity, pursuing art with renewed passion, that she found happiness, not just within herself, but also in her relationships. Remember, your life is your own masterpiece. Paint it with authenticity, purpose, and the vibrant colors of your individuality. 2. Don't let obsession consume you. Have you ever seen a satellite trapped in orbit, circling endlessly without a destination? That's what it feels like when your life revolves entirely around someone else. When you focus too much on another person, whether a partner, friend, or even a crush, you risk losing sight of your own goals and what makes you special. Instead of nourishing your dreams, you pour all your energy into theirs, neglecting your own fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Take Thomas, for example. He became so fixated on impressing his partner that he stopped pursuing his passion for writing. Their relationship eventually ended, leaving him with nothing but regret. However, when he returned to his craft, he rediscovered his sense of purpose and the confidence to build healthier connections. Don't let someone else's world eclipse your own. You are the star of your story, not a supporting role in theirs. 3. Don't let anything harm your mental health or happiness. Imagine being lost in the dark and giving away your flashlight to someone else. Now, you're stumbling blindly, unable to find your way. That's what it's like when you prioritize someone else's happiness over your own mental well-being. Sacrificing your emotional health for the sake of pleasing others creates a dangerous cycle. You end up drained, unfulfilled, and disconnected from yourself. Instead of finding joy, you slowly lose your sense of self. Your mental health and happiness are invaluable treasures. Consider Sarah, a woman who constantly put her partner's needs above her own. She felt trapped in a one-sided relationship until she decided to prioritize her well-being. By setting boundaries and focusing on self-care, she found not only inner peace but also a stronger sense of self-worth. You are the guardian of your mind. Protect it fiercely and don't let anyone rob you of your joy. 4. Don't push away friends and family for someone else. Picture a tree with branches that provide shade, stability, and strength. Each branch represents the friends and family who have supported you through life. Now imagine cutting off those branches for the sake of someone else. What happens? You weaken the very foundation that holds you up. As Plato once said, people are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow, or they can stunt your growth and make you wither. Take Jack, for instance, who distanced himself from his closest friends to prioritize his relationship. When that relationship ended, he found himself isolated and alone. Rebuilding those bonds took time, but it reminded him of the irreplaceable value of a strong support system. Don't abandon those who have stood by you. Nurture your friendships and family ties. They are the roots that anchor you in life's storms. By understanding and avoiding these pitfalls, we equip ourselves with the tools to build meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Stay tuned as we explore the remaining steps to a more empowered and balanced life. The value of time and the wisdom of restraint. 5. Don't invest too much time in them. Time is the most precious gift we have, an irreplaceable currency of life. Yet, how often do we pour this treasure into someone else's bottomless well of demands, only to watch it disappear without a trace of gratitude? It's like throwing handfuls of gold coins into a dark abyss, knowing they'll never return. Seneca aptly reminds us, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. For instance, consider Olivia, a driven young entrepreneur who spent countless hours supporting her partner's ambitions while neglecting her own. Each moment she dedicated to helping him achieve his goals was a moment lost from building her own dreams. When the relationship ended, she realized the cost of surrendering her time so freely. Her aspirations had been put on hold for years. Reclaim your time. It belongs to you and you alone. Use it to ignite your passions, foster growth, and create fulfillment. Your minutes, your hours, your days. These are the building blocks of your life. Invest them thoughtfully, and don't fritter them away on someone who doesn't value their worth. 6. Don't reveal everything about your past, especially the tough times. Your past is a sacred tapestry woven with threads of hardship and triumph. To unravel it completely for someone else is to risk exposing your vulnerabilities to those who may not cherish or respect them. Imagine sharing your deepest wounds with someone who views them not with empathy but as fodder for judgment or manipulation. It's like handing over the keys to a fortress you've painstakingly built to protect yourself. Instead, embrace discretion. Reveal only what is necessary and trust only those who have earned the right to hear your story. Take James, for example, a man who openly shared the pain of a difficult childhood with a new friend, only to have those experiences turned into gossip. From then on, he learned to safeguard his narrative, sharing selectively and wisely. Your life story is yours alone, a testament to your resilience and growth. Protect it fiercely and disclose it thoughtfully. 7. Don't agree, simply to satisfy them. When you constantly say yes to others, you may be saying no to yourself. Agreeing to things that don't align with your desires or values is like trading your favorite song for silence. It leaves you empty, disconnected, and yearning for something more. Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Take Lisa, for instance. She loved painting, but spent years agreeing to join her partner in activities she found draining, like endless sports games and late-night parties. It wasn't until she embraced the courage to say no that she rediscovered the joy of pursuing her passion. Your life isn't a performance staged to gain the approval of others. It's your own, deeply personal masterpiece. The word no is not a rejection of others, but an affirmation of yourself. Use it liberally and unapologetically to guard your time and energy. 8. Don't be controlled by the fear of solitude. Many people fear solitude, mistaking it for loneliness. But solitude is not a void to be avoided. It is a sanctuary where self-discovery blooms. Think of solitude as a quiet forest. In its stillness, you can hear the whispers of your own thoughts and rediscover who you are. Aristotle said it best, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Consider Ethan, who dreaded being alone and stayed in a toxic relationship just to avoid the silence of an empty house. When he finally chose to walk away, he discovered the joy of his own company, filling his days with hiking, music, and meaningful friendships. Don't let the fear of solitude drive your decisions. When you embrace the beauty of being alone, you build the foundation for authentic relationships, ones that complement your life rather than fill a perceived void. 9. Don't forget to celebrate even small wins. In the rush to achieve big dreams, we often overlook the small victories that pave the way. But life isn't just about reaching the destination. It's about savoring the journey and honoring every step forward, no matter how small. Epictetus reminded us, never depend on the admiration of others. Picture Sophia, who once dismissed her daily progress in learning a new language, believing only fluency mattered. But when she began celebrating small wins, like mastering 10 new words or holding a simple conversation, her confidence grew, propelling her toward her ultimate goal. Each step you take, no matter how modest, deserves recognition. Celebrate the late nights, the doubts you've conquered, and the moments of quiet persistence. Life is made of these moments. Relish them. In conclusion, your life is yours to shape. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from within, the power to control our own thoughts and actions. When you feel pressured to conform, to give away your time, or to share more than you're comfortable with, remember this. You hold the pen to your own story. Decide now to let go of habits that don't serve you. Choose to honor your values, protect your time, and celebrate your individuality. You are the hero of your journey, and the choices you make today shape the future you'll live tomorrow. If this resonates with you, take a moment to reflect, celebrate your progress, and share your thoughts with others who seek the same path of self-discovery. Let's create a community that uplifts, empowers, and thrives together. Stay resilient, stay present, and always embrace the Stoic mindset.